Hey y'all, wash day. Alright, it's not really wash day just yet. Night before wash day, I really didn't start drinking water before I start doing these live. I was kind of rough. Okay, so I have this oil. It's warm enough, I guess. Alright, so this is what I'm using. Acute Anointing Moisturizing Hair Oil. Lemon Pound Cake, of course. And so I'm just going to do a hot oil treatment. And why? Because I feel like they've been doing a world of difference for my hair. I usually just go back to doing the part down the middle when I do it. Tomorrow is technically wash day, so I mean, this hair has been like hanging on. And I feel like the style definitely has been lasting longer. I just like to get this whole side out the way. I do this half first. I'm gonna take this trusty water bottle. It's a continuous spray water bottle. A lot of people just say moisten the hair, but I don't fully saturate it like I'm gonna wash it, but I feel like it's a little further than moistening it. So yeah, I do this at night. That's because I like to get it in my hair and then sleep with it in. And then in the morning, I will actually finish up my wash day. This is just some preliminary. You could maybe even consider it a pre-poo, but I think it's further than that. It is an actual hot oil treatment. And I feel like the temperature of the oil does matter. I did it before, like just with room temperature type oil. And I assure you the effects, they're not the same. Almost there. Because I tried last week when I did it. I didn't wet it quite this much and I felt like it wasn't wet enough. But now I got high porosity, so it might not have been that it wasn't wet enough. It just didn't stay wet enough, you know. And I try to make sure I get these ends because they need special care. This is kind of part of the reason I started doing it. It's because I don't care what I do. I take care to apply product to my ends, like conditioners, whatever else I put in my hair. But they were still so dry and brittle when I went to go get my hair trimmed. And I feel like I would have kept more hair if it wouldn't have been so dry and brittle. Okay, so now this warm oil, they call it a hot oil treatment, but what they really, from what they describe on the online, what they really mean is a very warm oil treatment. So I just take this, that's why I got this like pointy, you know, lid on here, if you want to call it top, because it makes it easier to apply and distribute oil without making a huge mess. You do want to apply it to the scalp, and that was another reason I also wanted to try this because my scalp is very dry. So I'm also wanting to get this on my scalp, and I just massage it in with my fingertips like so. Maybe that'll stay in, or maybe I'll have to do it again, I don't know. So I put one of these plastic caps on my head, and this is just kind of keep it off from dripping because I am gonna go to sleep like this. So I put on the plastic cap and then the bonnet and this big huge scarf. And all of this is just to try to keep it from dripping. So here I am. I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, so I done just woke up. I struggle with sleeping with stuff on my head. That's why I just sleep on a satin pillow. But it's really necessary with this. Or like, the whole room's gonna be wearing all that oil I put on last night. Taking all this off. There we go. The cap, it's like covered in moisture. You probably can't see it on there. But you know, putting the cap on and sleeping on it, you know, you generate quite a bit of heat in your sleep, so you know that helps it all seep in as well. I don't know why I didn't help it before, but warming up the oil is necessary. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this out, wash it out. I usually do like 2 washes when I do this here, just to make sure I get all the oil out, and then I'm gonna style. All right. Voiceover time. Alrighty, so I'm just taking down these Bantu knots that I didn't take down earlier, and I was testing my camera because sometimes it acts stupid. Alright, so alright, they're all down, and now it is time to rinse out all this oil and just make sure my hair is thoroughly saturated with water the way that I need it to be. So I'm really a stickler about it because I feel like that it just lathers the absolute best when it's thoroughly saturated. So here's my Whipped shampoo, my all-time most wonderful favorite, and that's what it looks like, and clearly I need to make more, and that's how much I use for the first wash. Yes, first wash. I'm not really used to doing 2 washes, but since I've been doing the oil treatment, that's the way I've been doing it. So here I am, really enjoying lathering it up. Obviously, you know, it's just, you know, it's the best ever, getting lost in those suds. And then I like to go ahead and just gather it up and squeeze all that out, because look at it, who wouldn't want to do that? Why wouldn't you? Okay, so I like to go ahead and rinse all that out because it's necessary even though I'm doing another wash. And then that's how much I'm using for the second wash.
And I just stuck my hair back under the water for a hot second to make sure my hair was, thoroughly saturated yet again. And then wash, rinse, repeat. You know how that goes. And now that I found myself from under those suds once again, I just gave my hair a thorough rinsing. And now I'm about to apply some of that good old Twilight Tempest deep conditioning hair mask. I did say I was going to do that once a month, so this is that once a month. So that's what it looks like. It's a very thick consistency, wonderfully moisturizing, and has just been all around game changer as far as repairing, rehabbing, whatevering my hair. All right, so I just like to thoroughly incorporate it into my hair. And now this is my first use of the UNbrush ever. I know I did a live and stuff on it, but that wasn't the first time this was. And so here you will just see my initial first reactions. Yep, I am impressed as it is just going through my hair like a butter, and it has just absolutely been a game changer as far as detangling my hair. And so it's about 30 seconds ish that it took me to detangle just this one section. Like, this baby is amazing. Like, I don't even have tangles as far as this brush is concerned. It's some kind of magic. Witchcraft and wizardry is what I take in and calling it. Okay, so there I am, all impressed. And I finished the rest of my hair. And now I just do a little finger combing to get my hair clumping back right the way I need it. And then I twist it up and wrap it up in a bantu knot. I don't know if wrap it up is the right description, but that's what it looks like. And so after doing it like twice, I just said forget it, because my hair was being extra stubborn, and I just took them down. So I finished out, a shower, brushed my teeth, all that other stuff, let it sit in there for maybe 15 minutes max. And now it's time to rinse all that wonderful goodness out. So I just like to thoroughly rinse everything. I rinse in like fairly cool, not cold, okay, but it's like more room temperature ish, I guess. Water would be the better description. And so look at that hair, look at those curls are already popping, and I have not applied a singular styling product to my hair yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and wring that out so I don't track 15 miles of water to the sink.
Getting started with the styling, I'm gonna start off with Mysterious Magnificence. This is my moisturizing aloe vera spray. I don't do a singular style without it. So I spray a liberal amount. Look at me. Look, it took me 3 years to be able to say that without tripping over my mouth. Now I'm gonna trip over something like that later, but you know what? Progress, people. So anyway, for a liberal amount, it also helps if I talk slower, but my brain be moving so fast and my mouth be trying to catch up and it be a disaster. So I spray it all over. You can put your hair up and do it in sections, but this is called the lazy wash and go for a reason. And so I don't do any section. I don't do any separating. I think I got this in there nice and good. Like, pay attention to this up here, because this is the part that we want to freeze. I don't know why. Like, I feel like it looks like I sleep on top of my head. Anybody else had that problem? Anybody else hair look like that? Why? That should be the smoothest part. There's probably some science behind it that I don't know anything about. All right, second product, Curly Concoction Styling Cream, which this is all lemon pound cake. Everything I'm using is lemon pound cake. I meant to make more, but I got enough for today. Okay, only today probably. All right, so yeah, it's a nice thick consistency. You don't have high porosity hair or just insanely dry hair, you don't need to use it. Low porosity, I would probably suggest just to leave in this spot, or anybody that's just not high porosity with insanely dry hair that doesn't want to accept moisture. The leave-in will probably just do just fine. Work that in to the top. And the Brillo pad hair, which is like not really Brillo pad hair anymore, y'all. Whoa. Okay, so anywho, I will not be raking anymore. I raked the first product in because I wanted it touching every single strand, and I feel like that's the best way to get the foaming action, because the foaming action, you want that. But the rest of the products, I don't rake those. I just smooth it onto the hair. Okay. I try not to leave a bunch of white product just sitting on top, because I don't feel like it just kind of tries to stay there and dry looking white and crusty when I diffuse it. And I don't like that. I also make sure I just get those ends that try to stay dry no matter what I do. Really scrape at the bottom of this jar. This is Magical Mayhem Sea Moss Hair Gel. My favorite sea gel. Look. We've been doing so good. Okay. My favorite hair gel. And it's kind of hard for me to hold up and show you what I'm using, because it's like a slippery, loose consistency, but the hold is so like good. This is also lemon pound cake. I did already say that everything is lemon pound cake, right? Just want to reiterate, just in case. I'm trying to make sure I get this hair under here, because I feel like it gets ignored. I don't want to ignore it. Rub on this top part. It doesn't get ignored, but still apparently needs extra care. And I don't know why, because I don't sleep on top of my hair. And I just rub it all the way down to my end. So here what I like to do is just like separate it out, because if I don't, it just likes to dry in a big clump of hair. I don't like that. So if I just separate it out now, it dries a lot better. And so that's that. That's the method to my madness. I don't always have method to my madness. Sometimes I just have madness. But this one has an actual method. The wet results already look incredible, if you ask me. Okay. I did use the hair mask today because I said I was going to use it once a month. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and diffuse this and, you know, see what we got. Okay, it looks pretty dry. So I'm going to give it a couple seconds and then I'm going to stretch it. Okay, it's time to stretch this hair. I use this. I'm laughing because you don't gotta use no whole separate blow dryer. And the only reason I do is because I have one too many blow dryers, and so why not just use it? But anyway, what matters is this attachment. You want this attachment. I do it on high heat, high air, whatever you want to call it. And then I just take a section of hair at a time. I will just do my first demonstration and go on. So I take the hair, and you pull it. Not a little weak pull, give it a nice pull. And you take your blow dryer on the high heat and all that. Let's go down there. That's it. Then you hold on to the curls at the bottom. They stay curly-ish, and you stretch the rest. The pros have said that's how you do it, whether you straighten your hair, not straighten, whether you stretch it with heat or not. You always leave those curls at the bottom. Otherwise, it just doesn't look right. So it's all stretched. Let me with the pick. Lift my roots. That's it. Little lift. Not doing a whole lot. I just want a little bit more fullness. So I think that's it. Yes, I'm absolutely feeling it today. Stretched, it feels nice and soft. It looks moisturized. These hot oil treatments, they got me on another level. I'm loving it. Today's lip gloss. It's golden brown. I don't think I've done this one in a while. If I have, well, I will. But I feel like I haven't done it in a while. But I'm a fan. It's sparkly. It's brown with a hint of gold. So I love it. I'm a fan. It's great. And that's all I got. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the things that I intend to do today and then spend the rest of it relaxing. Hopefully, maybe cross your fingers. Thanks for hanging out with me through all my randomness. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. And I will see you later.